trying to share this picture in the comments, but it's not working. I don't know.
The Daddy John and Daddy Josh picture?
No, but that is a great photo. I should share that one too.
I wasn't gonna. When you said, okay, wait, who is Daddy John? I was like, I'm not asking because that'll be another thing that they're gonna roast me about. So I'm just gonna wait and see where the conversation goes.
I was so lost.
Well, it's funny because when you first said Daddy Josh, I'm like, are they talking about my husband? And then
I didn't even think about that.
Call your husband Daddy, like.
I was like, how is Josh getting pulled into this? And then I realized what y'all were talking about. But I didn't know Daddy John either.
I'm going to call him Daddy Josh.
I think
For the record, I do not call him that.
Good to know. Good.
Welcome to Going Beyond the Castle, where apparently tonight is going to be the night of technical difficulties. That's okay. I am your host, Fred Briley, also known as Chaos Twin Number Dos. With me is the fabulous podcast princess, Miss Lori Talamo, and Chaos Twin Number One, Miss Ashley Rude. I still think that it would be fabulous if we did a Chaos Twin session once a month where we just roasted Lori. Like we just take all of the things. We just take all of the things that she does throughout the month, such as Jollywood Studios, all the things that she does wrong, and we just roast her. I think it would be fabulous.
I am not publicly subscribing to that. Fred, I'll
Thank
text
you. Yeah. I was like, no way Ashley is gonna do that. And then Ashley's like, I'm down.
She already agreed to it.
But I said we would only roast you if we didn't have anything else to stir up.
Disney has slow moments throughout the month.
I'm sure y'all can find something else to roast other than me.
Or you just gotta watch your back.
Yeah. I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
Just don't make mistakes.
Mistakes. Okay.
It'll be fine.
Hey, I just make the mistakes here where everybody can hear. You guys have made mistakes online. I'm not going to blast anybody.
Fred.
So I'll start taking notes too.
Right. Now we're also going to have a session where we roast Ashley. So.
You know what? It's fine. You guys can. I'll help you if you want.
It's okay because Fred does stuff too. It's all right.
I
can take it. My family roasts me a lot too, so I can take it.
We won't talk about the Donkey Kong incident. Anyway.
The Donkey Kong incident.
Yeah, what's the Donkey Kong incident? Destroys you and everything that is Donkey Kong. Mario. That's what it was.
Mario.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was Mario.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Fun stuff.
Anyway, welcome to episode 36. Super excited to be here tonight. We are talking all things packing for cruises, packing for Disney. So we've got a couple things lined up to just kind of talk what we do.
I love Katie.
Now I'm curious because I don't have the.
Katie said Fred messed up when he originally put 2024 instead of 2025 in the Christmas post.
First of all, that was ChatGPT.
Thanks for having my back, Katie.
So I'm not responsible for what ChatGPT writes, okay? I just copy and paste it and don't proofread it. If you don't proofread anything, then you can never be at fault.
I didn't proofread that one, and Lori got me. You both got me on it.
Which one?
When it said, like, here is a draft for your Facebook post.
Well, I was trying to help you out.
I wish ChatGPT wouldn't do that. Like, it puts, like, a little thing at the top and then at the end. And then sometimes, like, when you copy it, it copies quotation marks that you missed. And it's like, what? Stop it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Back on topic. Katie, stop distracting us. Yes, we are talking all things packing tonight, talking, how we as avid Disney lovers like to pack. Some of us in this group pack very differently than others, which will be addressed tonight. And that's totally fine because everybody packs differently. So with that being said, we'll dive into some announcements and then we'll take it from there.
Let's see here. Announcements slow week. Disney Starlight Parade did soft open on.
It's happening
Friday?
Right now.
Yeah, it happened on. I know. I was gonna text you and be like, should we just live stream the parade and give our thoughts?
Should have.
Yeah. Initial thoughts. Feel free to jump in, guys. I know we don't want to spend too long on it, but I have strong feelings on the first float. I have strong feelings on the last float. Bigger. could have not been what it is and had different characters on it. But all in all, I think it was a great parade. I think there's definitely some pieces that are missing, and hopefully they are working on adding those in since it's a soft open. But great parade. Chasing the floats.
Chasing the floats
It
from
was
behind.
like free roams the whole parade. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
I would love to see Stitch in that. I thought it was a great parade. I watched it Friday night on the link that you sent. I thought it was. I didn't have the music up because we were watching a movie, but I thought the floats were really cool. I would hate to be the person that has to inspect all of those light bulbs, though.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot.
a lot of light. It's nice though that between the Christmas parade, the Halloween parade, and the Festival of Fantasy, all three use the same floats. They just redecorate them based off of the season. So it's super
Yeah.
nice to have a totally new parade that doesn't use the same floats, and we actually get to see some new stuff. I enjoyed seeing Miguel, and I enjoyed seeing Mirabelle
Same.
on a parade. I would have liked to seen some more characters. I don't know though.
I didn't watch it. I'm torn because I don't like spoilers. Like I want to be able to go and see it, but then I also want to watch it. So I don't know. I haven't decided
Just
yet.
watch it.
Did you see
I know.
the photo that Fred sent us though of the first float? That's like 80 feet tall.
I mean,
I
I watched
put
a
that-
little bit of the beginning, but we were at dinner too, so I didn't keep it on. But
I found a picture of that float, and then I put it in Chat GPT, and I said, "Make this float as tall as Cinderella's castle." And I was very very impressed.
I'm gonna send
That's
it to
funny.
Katie right now so she can see it for reference.
I didn't realize that's how you got that photo. But
Yep.
Yeah. And like you can't even tell the scale of it until you like really look at the castle and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that's
Right?
That's
it's
something. I do think the Moana float they did on that
I forgot about
episode
Moana.
of We Call It Imagineering, where they talked about like they put a lot of work into like the rolling waves and the Grandma Tala stingray like raising up and lowering. Spoiler alert, Lori, I'm sorry.
it's okay.
It just wasn't the big moment that I wanted out of it. I think it was too grandiose to even like be something. But I did think that Geppetto and Pinocchio dancing behind the Blue Fairy was precious. I don't think the Blue Fairy needed to be that big.
I think it could have been bigger.
So those are my thoughts. I don't know what else to say here. And then the other thing that we were going to discuss was the Walt animatronic at Disneyland dropped earlier this week. A lot of haters, and Fred is one of them.
I didn't say I was a hater. I want to
I think
see
it's
it.
just that it made him look too big. Like his face is a lot thinner than what they made it, and so I think that's what kind of threw it off a little bit.
I feel like you got to like put the wires and the robotics in there though, and you can't make it skinny.
That's what my husband said. He's like, they probably had to.
Also, at the same time, we literally took and recreated Luke Skywalker, and it was amazing in the Mandalorian, and I thought they did a really good job of that. But Walt's voice, just like, I feel like they could have done better. I get that they only took pieces of recordings from Walt, like none of it is made up, like it's all words that he used. But it just like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't seem real enough to me for what they could have done voice wise.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. It's the first Walt we had in the park. Yeah. It's the same. It's the first Walt. There's gonna be other versions of him, I'm sure, in the future. He'll be revamped, refurbished to be more realistic. But this is a fine first go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll see what improvements they make along the way. I mean, Disney's constantly doing updates and stuff, so maybe they'll take some feedback and it'll change just a little bit. So we'll see.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that they had his ashtray on his desk, though. That was pretty great.
Those were the good days.
Those are the good old days,
Yeah, when you can smoke in a building.
Yeah. I mean, you're Walt Disney. You could probably smoke anywhere you want, let's be honest.
Yeah. True.
That is all I have for news.
Trying to share this picture in the comments, but it's not working. I don't know.
The Daddy John and Daddy Josh picture?
No, but that is a great photo. I should share that one too.
I wasn't gonna. When you said, "Okay, wait, who is Daddy John?" I was like, "I'm not asking because that'll be another thing that they're gonna roast me about." So I'm just gonna wait and see where the conversation goes.
I was so lost.
Well, it's funny because when you first said Daddy Josh, I'm like, are they talking about my husband? And then
I didn't even
Because
think
we
about
just
that.
call
Wait,
your
I was like-
husband daddy. Like,
I was like, how is
exactly
Josh
what we
getting
do.
pulled into this? And then I realized what y'all were talking about. But I didn't know Daddy John either.
I'm going to call him Daddy Josh.
I think
For
you
the record, I
should.
do not call him that.
Good to know. Good.
Unless
Good
I'm
to
in
know.
front of the kids and I want to make them feel awkward, then we'll make jokes, but not on a regular basis, no.
That's awesome. Daddy Josh. I'm going to change
Yeah.
his name in my phone.
There you go.
Love it.
Sweet. All right, so beyond the comments.
Yes.
And beyond.
Sorry, I got
Sweet.
distracted.
I was waiting for it. So I think this is, I don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, I've never had to use a dating app. I think before I was married, they didn't have those. But I think it's really funny that there is someone out there who is making a dating app, and it's going to be called Single Riders. And this is for Disney adults, or I guess other theme park adults. The guy's name on TikTok. Now y'all gonna say that. See, this is why I cannot.
What was that?
How did you even say that? I don't even know. I can't even repeat what you just said.
See, I'm giving y'all content. There you go.
TikTok.
I meant to say Instagram, but it was TikTok,
TikTok.
and I don't know.
TikTok.
TikTok. Okay. Anyway, TikTok. This is gonna. I might have to like turn myself up here in a second.
Will the train stay on the rails tonight? Because I don't think so.
No. Anyway,
Not after
the guy.
TikTok comes out.
All right, I'm not gonna be able to compose myself here.
Focus.
Focus. The guy's name is Joe, the bearded nerd, and he explained on social media that he got stood up on a date, I guess, apparently, and so he was like, "So what does any other local Orlando person do?" Is he realized they needed a Disney dating app, and so they're expected to have at the end of this year, and it'll have a romantic and a friendship option. So I guess if you're looking for another Disney person and you're single, there you go.
Pretty much Bumble, but for Disney.
I guess. I don't
Bumble
yeah.
is the same way. Bumble, there's like a friendship side and a relationship side. Rachel and I met on
Is that
Tinder.
the one where you swipe or no?
That's Tinder.
Tinder.
Ah.
That's where Rachel and I met.
That's where Gabby and
Hey!
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are just, I mean, two peas in a pod there.
I would love to have had a Disney singles app back in the day.
But you didn't really know about Disney because Rachel introduced you to Disney.
Why you got to make it
Right?
negative?
Well, I'm just
Why
saying.
can't you just let me have this and just be like, I would love to have that. No, you didn't even know about Disney.
Yeah. Anyway, we can move on from that hot mess of a segment.
That is not a hot mess. TikTok, like, come on, that's gonna become famous on TikTok.
yeah, it's being posted immediately.
Oh gosh, I expect a blooper reel.
That is going everywhere.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hopefully we don't have any new people and like they're like, okay, these people are crazy. But then
No, I
it's
think
like
these
we're
are cute.
fun. We're fun.
I wouldn't deny craziness.
All right. So first topic, we're going to talk through our packing strategies. And as Fred said, one of us is not like the other. So we'll see.
Why is it just gotta be one? Why can't it be two of us?
Because you said earlier, well,
Either way,
you
it's
said
the
earlier
same.
that
Either way, the math
it's the
is
same
the
thing.
same. Yes, I just wanted to.
Anyway, so we're going to kind of talk through like when we pack, how we pack, what type of bags we pack, and our packing style, if we have any packing hacks. So y'all want me to go first? Or one of y'all want to go first?
Go first.
Here.
Go for it.
So it depends on if we're driving or flying. We've driven once and we've flown twice. And we typically start to pack. My wife's gonna be so mad at me. We typically start to pack 2-ish weeks before, maybe. She definitely packs all the kids' stuff. Because she already has a tub in our closet that has all of their outfits planned out. and everything. Packing cubes are our secret to everything. We usually pack 2 huge suitcases, and our stuff's in one, the kids' stuff in the other. Packing cubes are the way to go, and we always have a suitcase scale too, especially for flying.
I'm proud
So
of
yeah,
you
that's
for
kind of
that.
how the scale. Oh, it saves
Yeah,
so much time.
proud of you for that. I just wing it and hope it's underweight.
Yeah, just take my $50.
If not, there's a garbage can in the back. We're gonna lose some weight.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we do that, and then we all typically carry a backpack, so that way we can put tablets, electronics, snacks, things like that in there as well. And then
Yeah.
for the younger ones, and I'm sure Fred, you can probably attest to this too. You at least have one stroller. If it's a double, it's a double. If not, you have a single, and you've got a bag for all the kids' necessities as well there.
We rent strollers nowadays. That's too much work to take them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last time we went, we rented one, and it was amazing.
Oh yeah, we'll never take a stroller again. We will always rent. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. We went the first year we went, I just brought an umbrella stroller. But that year Olivia was 6, I think. And we drove. But now that we fly, well, we don't need them anymore anyway, but the times after that we flew. That was our one and only trip with a stroller. Like after that you can walk.
You can hoof it, yeah.
put your walking shoes on. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, Braden was like, "Why I don't get?" He was 9. I'm like, "You're 9. You got to walk." It's as soon as we walk out the hotel room, she's like, "Where's my stroller?" I'm like, "Girl, we haven't even started walking yet." So I was so glad I brought it. But yeah, fun stuff with the strollers.
It's
But yeah, but we're a little bit more. So I thought I was the odd man out, but you pack maybe a little, not as early as me. So I'm very specific, depending on what trip we're going on. Well, most of them though, but especially if it's a theme park, Disney, Universal, I have very specific outfits that I'm wearing for that. So I know I'm not going to wear them before. I used to do like the theme t-shirts, but now I just do like regular shirts and I'll accessorize to match whatever. So with that said, I start packing probably 2 to 3 weeks before the trip as well, because I'm starting to buy things and collect things. And so I get my suitcase down, I open it up in my room, and I just start putting things in there as I get them. We do not check bags. So it doesn't matter if we're going for 2 days or a week. Everyone has their carry-on bag. And then it's a backpack suitcase. So it also fits a bunch of stuff too. So I usually use the carry-on for all of my clothes and shoes. And then I'll put, like my toiletries and things like that inside of my backpack. So that way, now the one downside is that we don't usually have a lot of extra room. So you're not bringing a whole lot of stuff back. But so 2 to 3 weeks, I do a carry-on bag and my backpack. Oh, and that was one of the things too. And we can get you to say it after. One of the packing hacks that we do, or that I do. Now, let me step back. I'm the only one in my family that packs that far in advance. Everyone else is probably packing. Olivia may pack a couple of days before. Josh and Braden, it's usually the day before, and they're packing. They're not crazy like me. But one of the hacks that we have, instead of using the cubes, is like you can roll, like I'll roll my shorts or roll my t-shirts, and then you could fit a lot more stuff. One of the things I wanted to ask, and then you can go back and say yours, and then Fred can say his when he goes to it. Like, how do you pack? So, like, do you put all your shorts and all your shirts together, or do you do it by outfit?
I do it by outfit. I'm like, this is what I'm
Same.
wearing to Hollywood Studios. This is what I'm wearing to Animal Kingdom. This is what I'm wearing on my off day.
Yep, I do the same thing.
And today, we're going in about a month and a half now, I would say. And today I sat out all the clothes that I want to wear to see what I needed in order to match outfits and if I needed other things. Fred has just had enough of this. Mind blown. Yes.
You got to be coordinated. You have to have your outfits coordinated. And I'll usually put my ears, if I'm going to wear ears or if I wear a headband, I'll put those in a Ziploc bag and put it with the outfit.
Yeah.
So that way everything's nice and neat.
I think it's easier to do it early because then you don't have to worry about laundry. it's summer and we're going in summer, so I don't like if I just pack early, I don't have to worry about like having clean
Washing
shorts
it
or
when-
whatever. They're already there.
Yeah. Same.
Fred?
Y'all ever forgotten anything? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, no. Okay. I'm just curious.
There was
I mean, I'm sure maybe at some point, maybe I have, but not doing it this way. I don't, because I make sure I'm like, all right, I got my whole outfit for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday. As long as I have my shirt, my shorts, my underwear, and my socks and my shoes, then everything, like anything else I forget, it doesn't matter. But I have all of the essentials that I need, and that I'm going to wear for each day.
There was one time I went for work and then I was meeting the family at Disney after work and I forgot to pack clothes for like the day I transitioned from like work to Disney. And I had to, my mom was
Rock
living
out
down there
your
at the
work
time and I
uniform.
texted her. I thought about it. It was so hot. I texted my mom and I was like, will you please just like go to Goodwill and find me literally anything? So she found me like some random like Notre Dame shorts and something else and brought it to me and we hung out for the afternoon. But yeah.
That's fun.
Let's hear the strategy, Fred.
I
And just so you know, Rachel's watching, so let's see if you tell any fibs.
Rachel and I pack very differently. I help Rachel pack solely because I feel bad if I don't. Like, Rachel will take, for example, when we went back in September, Rachel took all of their outfits, and our entire upstairs hallway was just lined with sticky notes that said Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it had the outfits picked out perfectly. So Rachel packs very similar to you guys. Me, I know what I'm wearing. I just put it in the bag and I just go. The
She
night
said, I sure am watching.
night before, and I will say, I made that face when you talked about never using carry-ons or only using carry-ons, and I forget that being military, I don't pay for bags. So I could take, I think we're allowed up to like 8 checked bags for free.
Wow.
So and so it's different for people. Like when people are like, "Oh, we can't take that many bags," and I'm like, "Why not?" And then I remember that bags are like $50+ a bag, and it's like, "Oh
Well,
yeah."
even when Southwest did the free bag, like it's not, mine isn't because I don't want to pay for it.
I do know what I'm
I
wearing,
don't-
but that's because I know what clothes I have. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
I don't want, like, for one, I don't want to give control of my clothes to someone else. I want to keep my clothes in
That's
my
fair,
possession,
too.
so that way they can't lose my bag or, something get delayed or whatever. It's just more of
That's fair.
being in control of my stuff is why I don't. And then two, you get off the plane, you don't have to go and wait. Like when we went this last trip for cheer, and everybody was, the flights all day were delayed.
Yeah.
And there were people that flew out, like their flights were like 4 hours late out of New Orleans, and they got there not like a little bit before us, and our flight and the flight after us got their bags before those people.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is why I don't check a bag. Like I got my stuff and I can roll out.
But yeah,
Rachel, if you want to level up, hold on. If you want to level up your packing, last time we took the kids, my wife had Ziploc bags every day. So it was like Kaiser one, Eli one. And so in the morning when we got up, she was just like, here, Kaiser, this is your one. Eli, this is your one. Go get dressed. So she didn't have to worry about it. It's amazing.
That's what we do for the girls. Like we'll start doing that a couple weeks out, really focusing on the girls, trying to make sure they look cute for the Disney pictures, things like that, making sure we have enough outfits.
Yeah.
Really, the girls is where a lot of our packing goes. Rachel is correct. I know what I'm wearing. I absolutely know what I'm wearing, but it's because I have very specific Disney outfits that I wear every time. So it's easy for me to be like, well, I'm going to wear this together, I'm going to wear this together, and I'm going to wear this together. And I could just put it in a bag like a day or two before, and I'm golden. Like, it doesn't take a lot for me because I wear khaki shorts and a dad polo to Disney. Like, not hard.
Josh is.
Like,
he wears long sleeve fishing shirts. So
yeah, and I'm the same way. Like, I'll pack my outfits that way when I get to the hotel, I can take it out, put it in the drawer, and I just grab the outfit for each day that I want.
That's
I think
what I was
that's
going to ask
another
y'all
thing.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you unpack or if you leave your stuff in your suitcase.
I
I'm
love
an
to use
unpacker. As soon as we get in the room, I'm unpacking.
Yeah,
We
I
move in
absolutely love to
for
do
the
it.
week.
Yeah,
Makes things so much easier.
Yeah, and that way, and a lot of times, like if we don't have plans that day, if things got like super wrinkled, like Josh will iron his stuff. And so like we get everything ready on that first check-in day. So that way for the rest of the week, we're not having to get things ready in the morning. Everything's lined up and where we need it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're the same. Like we have like a very specific way of setting up our room too, which is could be a whole episode in it of itself. Like that way, like everything is where it needs to be throughout the week, and it's just easy, especially with two kids. Ashley, you can preach to it, especially recently. Like it's just nice having all that stuff lined out, especially for the kids.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
too, when you're saying value, you have such limited space. Like once you get a stroller in there, you can't move.
No,
So a lot of times that fold up bed stays folded until everyone's asleep, and when you wake up, that pull down bed immediately goes back up just to have more space in there and to kind of spread out a little more.
For us, there's a stroller that we found from the stroller. I can't remember the name of the stroller company. For the life of me that we use, but we found a good double stroller that we really like that collapses really well. So like it fits perfectly between the space between the TV stand / dresser and like where the beverage cooler is. So it fits like perfectly right there, collapse.
Oh, that's nice.
It's getting it in the door that's the hard part.
It's the worst.
With the children in it.
They can't get out. They can't be bothered with that. They're princesses.
Yes. One of the things, and this is off topic, but a little plug. I like using Away We Go transportation for clients because they'll pick you up from the airport with a stroller.
Oh, nice.
And so, yeah. And they also do cases of water too. So, yeah. Nice little plug I'll have to let them know. Hey, we shouted you out.
I'm going to have to remember that one that we use because they drop off at the
Kingdom
airport.
Strollers.
I think it's Kingdom Strollers that we use.
Yeah.
And they drop off right by the mirrors. So you can literally grab your stroller and your water and go get on a bus.
Nice. That's super nice. We used Theme Park Ohana, the guy who ran it. I was really good friends with him, so he always gave us like a super discount and a case of water, and he's awesome.
Yeah. Water is like the thing.
It is.
I will do an Amazon delivery just to get water, but
Disney water is nasty.
Very convenient.
I think hotel water in general is gross.
Oh yeah, I'm not drinking that. And this is like rabbit hole too. But like, are you talking about like the ice water that you can get in the parks? Or you just talking about like at the resort?
Free like ice water is just.
That's fine.
Really, it doesn't bother me.
No, it's not
all the time.
I can't water in the parks if it's from a restaurant. I'm totally good, but anywhere else,
if it's 95 degrees, I don't care.
Can't stop coughing.
Don't get me wrong. I will put that water back, but I also
you have to
gag the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. People say that, but I'm like, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't taste bad to me.
No.
I am like Bobby Boucher. I have high expectations for high quality H2O.
I'm not
tell
surprised.
me you know who Bobby Boucher is.
That's from a movie. I don't want to say it in case it's wrong.
You have
it's
to.
It's a racing movie, right?
No.
No?
No.
What's that from?
I don't know now because I thought it was a racing movie. I'm going to Google it.
It's from the movie Waterboy. It's a football movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch that in a very long time.
Gotcha.
I haven't either. Anyway, back on topic.
She said Waterboy. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So we want to move on to cruise packing.
Sure thing.
Lead the way, Lori.
I will lead the way. So this one's very similar, very easy, because basically you need your bathing suits, your clothes that you're going to wear when you get off the ship and then for dinner. So, and I do have packing lists, and I don't use them for myself, but that I'll give to clients or whatever. Because you just want to make sure One thing about the cruise is that if you don't have it, you can't get it. So you need to make sure that you don't forget anything, because it's not going to be as easy. I mean, they do have some stuff in the little gift shop, but it's not going to be anything essential. So, you bathing suits with a cover up and your water shoes or whatever that you can wear around for the most days, for the sea days. And then you want to have comfortable clothes for your excursions, which may include also bathing suits and cover ups, but you want to be comfortable in that. And then however you want to dress at night. Depending on the cruise line, some of them do have, like the fancier nights, which is very controversial because some people will still go in jeans, and which really makes some people angry because they feel like you should have to dress up. But I'm like, I don't care. But it's just a level of fancy that you want to get. Like if you don't want to do, I don't even know if like Carnival is the main one that would do like the formal nights. And I don't even know if I'm guessing they still do that. We didn't, when we went on Braden's senior trip, we didn't do any formal nights. I'll wear sundresses. Some of them have themed nights, so you want to make sure you check before. Like when Josh and I did the Virgin Voyages cruise, like they have a Scarlet night, so you wear red. And like everything on the ship, they deck out the ship, everything's red. And they also had a pajama night. So I know like Carnival sometimes will have like 80s themes, things like that. Yeah.
I get down on pajama night.
Pajama night. Yeah, and it was
rock a Stitch onesie.
It was a different variety of pajamas, as you can imagine. It's an adult only cruise line, so you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
Hence my Stitch
of pajamas
onesie
that were there. They have, like on Disney Cruise, we'll have pirate nights and things like that. So you do want to make sure that if you want to participate, it's not required. But if you want to participate, you make sure you find out the theme night. So that way, you have the proper attire. So what kind of stuff that you're going to be comfortable in and what you want to wear. So you just want to make sure you pack all that. Hats and, things like that for when you get off the ship. Some of the accessories. And I do have, and I attached a link. I started adding more things to it just for y'all to look at. Like I'll do an Amazon list to share with folks, just some of the things that I like to get that you might not think of. Like if you want to bring a water bottle, because most of them have like the water refill stations, or you can even get some water brought to your room. Lanyards for your key cards, unless you do Virgin Voyages, because theirs is a wristband instead of a key card, which I thought was really cool. Because it's cute little, and all of them on the back will have some kind of nautical saying that's depending on what you get.
Interesting.
Yeah, phone chargers, headphones if you want to have headphones when you're sitting out at the deck and listen to your own stuff. Sunglasses, hats, reef safe sunscreen, a waterproof phone case if you want to go snorkeling or whatever and you want to make sure your phone doesn't get wet. It's good to carry too. I say a beach bag because when you're getting off the ship, you want to make sure that you have something to bring all your extra things in. But like I've done like a over the shoulder beach bag before, and it's especially if you get sunburn and then it's kind of awkward. I mean, not that a backpack isn't, but I don't know. It's probably easy if you get some kind of backpack. And so you're not just lugging it on your shoulder. What else we got? Some cool things to do in your cabin. They have all of the walls and everything are magnetic, because the cabin is going to be a lot smaller even than a value resort hotel room. So if you get some magnetic hooks and you put them on the wall, then you can hang clothes on there or hang different, like your hats, to give you a little bit of extra space. Another good thing that a lot of folks bring too is like the organizers that hang over the door, like the shoe organizers or things like that. And you can just hang them over, because they'll have like the little, what are they called? Like the little armoire things that you can hang your clothes in. And if you it's like a cabinet. Yeah. And you can hang the shoe organizer over there, because there's not a whole lot of drawers to put stuff in. So that's something that a lot of folks do. A shower caddy to have, space for your extra stuff in there. Some first aid kits, motion sickness medicine, most of them have like, I know some people are very particular about their shampoo and soaps and stuff. They'll have those on the cruise line. But if you want to bring your own, then, travel size stuff, especially if you're flying, just do not bring full size bottles if you're only doing carry-ons like I do. Yeah, I took my mom, we went, it was one of Olivia's gymnastics trips. And we didn't even talk about packing. And she had bought all new hair products, full bottles, and had to throw it away. So make sure that you travel size stuff when you're traveling. And then another very important thing that you want to make sure you have when you're going on a cruise is your documentation. And one question that we get asked a lot is, do I have to have a passport? So on a closed loop cruise, which is traveling United States ports, leaving the United States and coming back into the United States, you don't have to have a passport. However, I still recommend those because if something happens when you're in another port and you don't have a passport, it's going to be a lot more difficult. You can use a birth certificate and a marriage license and an ID if you need to, but I highly recommend the passport. And then, Katie is saying Carnival still has a formal night. And also one of the things a lot of people do is decorate their doors too with the magnets. So for Braden's graduation, we had a bunch of magnets that was like, it said, "Oh ship, it's a graduation trip." And so all of the folks that, fun fact, something that Carnival's cracking down on, and we don't need to talk about it too much, is no more pineapple door magnets.
We should talk about that.
So,
yeah, I think we should dive. What does that mean? Can we dive into that?
Yes. Do you not know, or you just?
No, I do know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things is that
save that for another podcast episode.
That's
okay.
On
So
our
we're
Patreon.
not going to go into it. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. No more pineapples on the doors. Anyway,
what's the rule? What's the alcohol rule? Isn't it you can bring like 6 cans of beer and 1 bottle of champagne, or isn't there like weird stipulations with that? But you can bring your own.
Yeah, I think it varies by cruise line.
Gotcha.
And I'm ashamed to admit that Carnival is the one that I know the most about on that. And I know like you can bring 2 bottles of wine.
Gotcha.
Per cabin.
Or so if you're turning up on a Carnival cruise.
Yeah, she is. Good for you.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
I'm like, Carnival is not my favorite cruise line, but that's what we've done the majority because it sails right here out of New Orleans and it's easy to do. So, but now that we're bougie travelers, we're willing to travel to cruise. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you can bring on, one of the things too is I just noticed recently because someone was asking about water, but they're very strict on plastic bottles, most of them, because they're, eco-friendly or whatever. So I don't know that you can bring plastic bottles of water on most of them anymore. Yeah, like Virgin Voyages is very, like they don't even have any plastic bottles on their cruise. Like they'll bring you like a glass canister of ice water every day if you want to refill your cup. But they don't have plastic water bottles.
Bougie.
So, bougie.
Boo. Alrighty.
Yeah. So that's my spiel on cruise stuff. You just want to make sure that you have comfortable clothes, especially if you're doing walking around, which is the same thing that goes for theme parks. Because you don't want to have, skin rubbing and getting irritated when it's hot. Especially, or like if you're out in the water, scuba diving or snorkeling or whatever, and then you're getting, sandy and stuff. So just make sure you pack some comfortable clothes and comfy shoes.
You got it. Can
Sweet.
you itemize that whole list for me and send it before Fred and I go on a cruise?
Oh, the Amazon one?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click on there, it should be, I made it public so we could share it.
Yeah.
And even too with that, because I usually send my clients a packing list, but I was like, you know what? I can start putting my favorite things in an Amazon list. And even if you don't pick that exact one, because, like when I put in luggage tags for the cruise line, there's so many different ones you can get, or it depending on how many you need. But at least if you have like an idea of different things, like the magnetic hooks and stuff like that, you can go find, any brand that you want or price range that you want. But at least it just kind of gives you an idea of those things.
Yeah.
So, and I have on there like you cannot take a surge protector. You can take a power strip, because there's also limited plugins for everything in the cruise cabins. So I have one, but it can't be a surge protector because they'll take it from you before you even get on. But I'll have one so that way, we just plug the one in. We can plug all of our phones and stuff like that into it. And what else? Portable phone chargers for like when you're out on the excursions off the ship, stuff like that.
You said sunscreen, reef-free sunscreen? Is that what you said?
Reef safe.
Reef
Nobody
safe.
really, they don't really check as you're getting on and off or even in port. But a lot of the countries, like Hawaii, is very specific on their sunscreen.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's best to just get reef safe, because if they'll have sunscreen on the ship, but you're gonna pay a lot more for it than you would if you buy it yourself. So I know Sunbum was one that had the reef safe notation on it, so that was the one that I linked.
I didn't even. Yeah, I didn't even think about that until you said that. So now I'm going to start paying attention to it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something new. I don't know when we first started with that, but I know like in the last few cruises that we did, that it was something that was very big, was the reef safe stuff.
Gotcha. Shall we move on to theme park essentials? I do think you hit everything in depth and in detail.
Yes.
And if anyone ever has any questions, I'm just calling you.
Perfect. And one thing you can do too with the cruise, when you check in, you can give your bags to the cruise line. What are they called?
Like the concierge?
The porters or whatever. Yeah. I also keep my luggage with me, because most of the times when you get on, it's not that long that you have to wait for your cabin to be ready. If you give your luggage to them, you may not get your luggage till that evening. And so I never want to wait. So I usually just drag my luggage around. And then once my cabin is ready, I'll go, we'll go in and put it in there. So just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, very smart.
Control, I think. I have a control issue with my luggage.
I wouldn't say that.
Just your luggage, though.
Yeah. All right. So theme park essentials now. Yeah, one of y'all want to talk, since I've been doing all the talking, and I'll butt in.
Sure. Fred, you want to take it over? You want me to?
You can lead the way. I'll follow.
Okay. Theme park packing 101. I actually have a list that Gabby made right here next to my computer of all the things that needed to be packed in our suitcase. Number one thing not to forget is your MagicBands when you're going to Disney World, and their chargers.
Yes.
Have you guys seen the advertisements of those docking stations where you can advertise like 3 or 4 on one?
I've
I'm nervous
debated
to
it.
try
Get
it.
one.
Yeah, me too. But I'm nervous it won't work.
I want it just because I like those kind of things.
We have a massive USB charging block that's just all we use. I enjoy the chaos of the MagicBands.
The cords and everything.
All over the...
Yep.
Well, for us, Olivia and I are the only ones that wear them. Josh uses his Apple Watch.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. I'm like, how could y'all not want to wear a MagicBand? It's so cute.
Literally has magic in the title.
Exactly.
And it lights up.
But no, I have multiple.
Yeah, I have a lot.
I have all of these back here. And I think I found one in my car yesterday, too. So I need to add that one to my list. It's the Booty one. Something we're taking that we never really think about is water shoes, because we're going to the water parks this time around. So we made sure to have water shoes this time. Also, we're going to the Disney World of the Midwest on Tuesday, Holiday World. So we went ahead and have our water shoes for that as well.
Holiday World? Is that a real thing?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Can we just?
It's amazing.
Where did the whole Disney World of the Midwest title come from? Because
I knew you would
I've never
find
heard
it
of it
a little
called
opinion.
that.
Well, yeah, that's just how I think of it. Because you could also throw
that's
Kings
fair.
Island in there, so wow.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Holiday World. It's in
Holiday
southern
World
Indiana.
is
It's about
great.
3.5 hours from us, and it's literally just like all the holidays. They have rides for them, and then they have a huge theme park. And their big tagline is free sunscreen, free soft drinks, free parking. So
I'm gonna have to look it up.
we are going to enjoy all the things.
Yeah, Holiday World is really a great place.
Yeah. It's like a diet Kings Island almost. Like
Yes.
it's not as like big as Kings Island, but it still has like a ton of roller coasters and a ton of rides and stuff like that. They literally have an eating place where it's like a Thanksgiving dinner. And they have a new roller coaster.
Santa Claus, Indiana.
Yeah, it's in Santa Claus, Indiana.
I forget that's where it's at.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is actually like from down there, so like we always trek down there once or twice a year.
Fun.
But super excited for that. But anyways, don't forget your medication when you go to Disney. That's another one. I have to pack. I have little motion sickness patches that I always make sure I have to pack so that way I'm not throwing up all over the place. Swimsuits, always try for more than one. Socks and shoes, try for more than one of those as well per day because it rains and your shoes and socks get gross because you walk through puddles all day.
Yep.
And it's super annoying. Fred, do you want to talk about what you would put in your theme park bag? I bet you don't even take a bag.
Oh yeah, he does.
I'm the type of person that there could literally be nothing in the bag and I would still carry it.
Still rocking it.
I like to walk around the parks like this. Like
Mhm.
I don't like my hands hanging. Like I'm like Ricky Bobby on his interview. Like, what do I do with my hands? Like I have to have something to do with my hands. So like I just like this part of the backpack.
Yeah.
It depends on, I would say now that I'm a travel agent, it's different. Things that I pack, which I'm very limited on space because anybody who has a Loungefly knows that there is not a lot of space in a Loungefly. Definitely a water bottle. Gotta have a water bottle. But on Amazon, they have collapsible water bottles, which are quite fabulous. And they're only like $5 for a pack of 2. So they're quite fabulous. Metal reusable straws. Always have to have those because I hate Disney's paper straws with a
They're awful.
flaming passion. Worst invention in the history of inventions. Sorry.
But we're
to
saving the
planet
turtles.
lovers. Yes, we are. But at what expense? Neck fan. I recently experienced the beautifulness that is a neck fan. And if you don't
I'm
have
ordering
neck
one.
fans, like not like the ones you gotta hold, but the ones that go around your neck and just sit there, that best thing ever. Especially like it's just beautiful to just walk and just have air blowing on your face. And then when you hit the inside of a ride, it changes to cold air. It's amazing. Gimbal, because I have to record shows and parades so that I can get content. Power bank, because the cost of fuel rods at Disney is absolutely ridiculous.
I have
had
fuel rods on my list.
I had to buy one for the first time in May because halfway through the day my phone cord broke, and they don't sell phone cords at Disney. They sell fuel rods, which are like $50 daggone dollars each. And it's just like, oh,
There is an Amazon deal on them though.
yes. But at the
I have
time,
the magnetic one that sits to my phone.
I didn't expect my phone cord to break. So like I had everything. I just needed an extra charger. But I have a super nice power bank that is solar panel. That's the word I was looking for. So that way, like I can just set it on the stroller, and as we're going through the park, it recharges while it's charging my phone. So like it'll charge my phone, Rachel's phone. It'll recharge fans, like, and even by like after a 12-hour day of the park, like it's still got like half its power left. So strongly recommend that. ponchos, at least one poncho, because it rains at Disney.
Yep.
I'm not an extra clothes person. I'm not. If it rains and something gets wet, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So I don't pack extra clothes, but I think that's really it that I bring in my bag. And then of course, we're big like buy groceries for breakfast. So we buy like
Yeah,
the mini
same.
muffins, we buy bananas, we buy the pack of water. And so typically, like in the morning, I'll put like one or two bottles of water, an extra pack of mini muffins, and then I'll grab, one each for me for the bus ride over, and that's my breakfast. And then throughout the day, if I get hungry or anything like that, I have that that's my bag.
What about you, Lori? Yeah.
Sweet. And so it depends. I had switched from using a Loungefly to just a fanny pack. And it was great because everybody in my family is old enough now and we carry our own stuff. I'm like, if you want something, you carry it. So we all have a fanny pack that we wear. But now that I have a gimbal, it's very tight in the fanny pack. So this last trip, I used my Loungefly again. I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. It was hot because I don't like the backpack because I don't want my back all sweaty from the backpack. But it wasn't. It was perfect. And so now I think I'm going back to the Loungefly again because then it nicely fits everything without it being all scrunched in there. But basically a lot of the same stuff that Fred said. The charger, I'll have chapstick in mine, hand sanitizer,
I do
a
have
poncho. That. Yeah. And I used to use the like disposable ponchos like forever, but I can't stand when they get sticky. And they so my friend Bethany, she shared her poncho with the whole team. And so for the last trip, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get one of the ones that she has. It's on my Amazon list too. And it was great because it's almost like a big rain jacket where it zips up in the front. And then it's got the hood, but it's got, well, you saw it when I was on the ride that you roasted me about. And then it's got the little bag that it fits inside of. So I'm like, that's the perfect poncho. So I'm going to bring that one going forward. And that's pretty much what I have in my bag. And at least the Loungefly is big enough too that I can throw a bottle of water in there. I think that's about it in my park bag.
I'm all about the $1 ponchos. Like, it is what it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have the same 10 ponchos I've had for like a couple of years now. I have not had to use a poncho.
Because you haven't had to use them.
Like, we've gotten lucky every time, or it just poured and it came out of nowhere and just hit, and we didn't have time to put it on, so we just ran.
Yeah.
I haven't had to use a poncho in a long time.
Yeah, I don't bring extra clothes either. Like, now we'll bring maybe one or two extra outfits in case something, how women are, something doesn't fit the same way, whatever, even though it's all the same shorts and shirts.
Struggle is real.
But yes, but I can't stand getting wet. So that's why I was like, I'm going to try this poncho because it's bigger and it covers everything and I don't have to worry about getting soaked because that's just annoying.
Well, and the issue you run into with the reusable poncho, or not the reusable, but the disposable ponchos, is like they rip super easy. So you could be going to put it on and the thing rips and you're just like, well, what do I do now?
Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I chose chaos, and I still do for the most part for the longest time. I don't carry a bag. I don't like having the extra stuff. I don't like the potential of getting pulled for a security screening. I've got my phone, I've got my wallet, I've got Sunnies, and my power bank, which I typically throw in my wife's fanny pack. Other than that,
you just got to organize the bag correctly to not get pulled for the search.
Yeah. But now that you guys are mentioning the gimbal, I've been so on the fence about getting a gimbal, but I'm probably going to pick your brains to see what you guys have because I do want to get one.
I'll send you the exact link I send everybody. The trick is to keep your gimbal, your power bank, and your cord separate, because if they're all together, it looks like
you get pulled.
Weapon of mass destruction, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
but I did carry a Loungefly for the longest time. All I really threw in there was like my power bank and a bottle of water, and I just hated it. But now that we have the kids and
Yeah.
the stroller and the whole thing, I mean, what's an extra bag and the stroller at this point? But we use the
Yeah.
I mean, this can kind of go along with that. We always get the huge hooks, and we throw our water bottles on those hooks because it makes things easier throughout the day.
Yeah. Rachel got hooks
The
when we took the girls for the first time, 4 months old, and we still got them, and we rock them on that hooking them onto the strollers. Fabulous thing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Stroller fan's another good one for the kids, especially when they're sleeping. The first trip we took, we got a double stroller, and we decided we were bougie, and we got one of like the rain covers for the strollers too, so the little boys just stayed dry the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It took me 20 minutes to figure
That's
out how to
cool.
put that daggone rain cover on. That's for sure.
Yeah, we rehearsed it once before we went down, just so we kind of had an idea of what the heck we were doing.
We should have.
Yeah.
And we took the kids as Kindle Fires and our Loungeflies the first time we went for a full trip. We're not a big like screen family at all, but like nobody wants to wait more than 20 minutes in line. So if we're gonna have them do it, we're gonna be glued to our phones, so they might as well have a screen to watch.
Let them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's better than your
we always
child
kinda kept
taking
them
off
safe.
in the Jungle Cruise line and almost deep diving into the water.
Are you
Not
speaking from
speaking from
experience?
personal experience at all. She didn't make it to the water, but she got close.
Gosh.
She's tired of waiting.
Yep.
She said, "I'm going to speed this process up for all of us." Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how we do it. Do you guys have anything else to add to like if you have kids, some extras? Obviously, like sunscreen, ponchos, maybe extra clothes because like Epcot, Magic Kingdom, they go play in random water all the time. Great, go have fun. We have extra clothes in the stroller if you need it.
Yeah.
We
Gosh, it's been so long since my kids were little.
we do the air tags for our kids, and then we get the
Yes.
little like they're almost like magic bands that they fit into, so they could just wear it as a little bracelet. So we do that for the
That's a good
kids.
one.
We
Ours
tracked
pretty much
one
were the
all
same
over Epcot one day because we lost it and we thought somebody stole it because it just made its way all around the park, and then it got turned in, and we were like, "Oh, well, that's nice."
No one stole it.
I've seen too where they have like you can get like the little fake tattoos that has like the parent's phone number on it. Just in case if something happens and they get lost.
Yeah, we've worked over the last like year and a half. We literally have a huge piece of paper on our fridge that has my number, my wife's phone number, and our address on it. And so one of our kids has memorized it.
No.
So we're like,
Feed it into
if
their
one of
heads.
you gets lost, find the other one.
Yep.
Because
There
one
you
of you,
go.
water
I think
bottles,
that's it.
magic
We don't really
bands.
take anything else crazy for the kids specifically.
We go a little more overboard on snacks, just because that also is good to keep them occupied, especially in the morning when you're waiting in line for the bus or the Skyliner. Just feed them, and they'll
Yeah,
be
we're the
quiet.
same. Like we're all about the groceries. Like every single breakfast we eat, except for like a couple resorts, we'll go out resort days. We'll have go visit a resort for breakfast. But any day we're going to a park, like you can guarantee we've got like mini muffins, oranges, bananas, bagels, and we pack it and take it with us. That way, if the kids get hungry and it's like the middle of the day, they can have a snack.
That probably saves a good bit too, because I'm like, no, I want to go
So
get
much.
Mickey waffles or
Saves so
all the
much money.
snacks that I'm paying $20 for a snack.
I use all those snacks later in the day, but like in the morning, like I'm not a big breakfast person. I'm a big breakfast for dinner person, but I'm not a big breakfast for breakfast person. So I would just rather grab my energy drink, grab my water, grab my muffins, get on a bus. Like I can be up and on a bus with my breakfast in 15 minutes. Like that's the life that I prefer.
Yeah, that's how we are too.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll go and get breakfast before we head to the park, but usually we'll go to the park and then get something in there.
Yeah. And then it's always like awkward to like wait for whatever restaurant to open too.
Yeah.
Is always my ordeal. So we're the same as you guys, Fred. We're like oranges, mini muffins are a big one, Nutri-Grain bars, and fruit snacks.
Yep.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
So much money, like it does. Like I mean, we definitely do the dining plan, but up to this point, every time that we've taken the kids, they've been free. So Rachel and I only get 2 snacks, and that's one of each for her and I each day. So
Yeah.
everything else you got to pay
Yeah.
for. So it'll be different next time we go because they got free dining for kids. But
Yep.
We'll see.
fun times.
Fun
It is
stuff.
all. Yeah. Do you guys have anything else to add to theme park essentials? What to wear for a magical day? I mean, you're talking about your
Clothes.
ears, your hats, your magic bands, your whatever glows, things like that. Yeah, your ears to go on your hats, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get to pick how magical your day is and what you pack for that.
Yep. And make sure you're wearing comfy shoes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Some people wear Crocs to the
Yeah.
parks.
I even
and
put the
don't know
links
how
in my
they do
books
it.
that I get.
Yeah, I can't do
The
Crocs
Crocs.
either.
No, I wore them to Disney Springs and I regretted it.
Yeah. The little like top part
Yeah.
rubs the side of my feet and it hurts.
Yeah. I used to do flip flops, but I can't do that anymore.
God, that sounds miserable.
Well, the reef flip flops are so comfortable. The problem is, like the last time it was just, I don't know, maybe last October when Josh and I went, my feet got a little wet, and so underneath it caused blisters.
Yeah.
Like day one, I had huge blisters, and so, like matter of fact, the next day in the park, I had to go to the first aid center to get some Band-Aids and stuff to put on it because it was pretty bad. But yeah, so thank God I brought tennis shoes. So from now on, I'm like, I don't like wearing tennis shoes because if it's already hot outside, I feel like it makes me hotter because my feet are hot. But now I'm like, I will not, I'll just have to be hot and be comfortable.
That's another thing I forgot to say that we bring is a little first aid kit for the kids because
Yeah, I had Band-Aids on mine.
you couldn't. My kid will fall and you couldn't even tell that they fell, and they'll be like, "I need a Band-Aid," and I'm like, "Where? Right here? There's nothing there. I need a Band-Aid."
It's not worth the fight. You're like, yep,
It's
go
not.
ahead.
Right.
It's fine. So definitely a little
That's
first
funny.
aid kit if you have kids because they get
Yeah.
excited and they run off and they do stuff, and so they bound to fall and try to get out of the stroller while you're moving, and then they go
All the time.
underneath it, and it's fun times.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Road rash never hurt anybody.
Facts.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right. That's about it. I think we covered. I feel like we covered a lot. So
We did.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically whatever trip you're going on, you're going to kind of pack the same. It's just if you're going on a cruise, you're going to bring more beach type attire. If you're going to the parks, then you're going to wear your park attire.
I mean, the good thing about Disney is Disney World. I can't speak for cruises because I don't think Amazon delivers on a cruise ship.
No.
But Disney has like overnight delivery. So like if you need something, there's a ton of shopping people out there that will charge you an upcharge to go to a store and buy you something. 2, half the stores in the area already have free delivery. And then 3, if they don't have it, like Amazon can always deliver something. So there's most of the time there's a little fee at the front desk for holding the package for you.
Yep.
But the amount of times I've bought stuff from Amazon on a trip to Disney is just crazy. And it's not necessarily things I forgot, but we get there and I'm like, that's a really good idea. And then I go buy it. Hashtag neck fans.
Yeah. Well, Josh sent me something this week or showed it to me. It was like, why, when you're going on a trip, you pack underwear like you're planning to crap yourself every day?
Always pack extra.
I'm like, yes, I feel like I pack 2 pairs a day. And I'm like, I don't know why you come home with all this underwear, but it's like when you go on a trip, you feel like you need to have it. Right. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, if it's
better
really
to have it
hot
than
in
not
the
to have it.
summer, I will change if I have to. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I'm like, that's true. You do. You pack so much extra underwear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Next week, we're talking how to beat the heat, which is super appropriate because it is disgustingly hot both in Louisiana and Orlando right now. Orlando's under a heat advisory.
Yeah. Saw that.
Real feel of like 110 plus. So definitely tune in next week if you're headed to the parks during the summer really anytime May to September-ish, even in October. I would even
Sometimes,
say
yeah.
April. Just depends on the year. But I mean, if you're not going in December or January, tune in, because other than that, it could be hot in Disney. So
Yep.
we'll talk some tips and tricks. So you got places to hide out when it's hot. So definitely tune in next week for how to beat the heat at Disney. Yeah. Anything else? We got a lot of fun stuff planned for August. I can't believe I just said the word August. That's super gross.
Oh,
I
man.
know.
1 month
It's
closer
wild.
road trip. I'm okay with it.
1 month closer to
Yeah.
not sleeping at night. I'm not okay with it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fine. So yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff planned for August. I can't remember any of the topics right now, but I do remember one of them that we're planning to talk is budget trip versus luxury trip, which is better. So that's one of the topics we're going to be talking about. A couple other great topics we have lined up, so definitely make sure you guys tune in throughout the next couple weeks. So with that being said, I will wrap us up and close us out. So we appreciate you guys joining us tonight. We had a good amount of people on. So definitely
We did. Yeah.
we did. Yeah. So definitely thank you all for joining us. As always, please like and share our stuff. Definitely comment and join along with us. I love seeing more people in the comments each week as we get people to chime in throughout the episode. That's super cool. Best way to connect with us and find all of our episode stuff is through our Beacons channel, quick and easy Beacons AI/going beyond the castle, has all of our quick access to our social media channels and where to listen to our podcasts. We also do have a website which goes a little bit more into depth about who we are. Has all of our episodes, whether it's video or audio, and things like that. So you can head over there at www.goingbeyondthecastle.com. Excuse me. And then last but not least, you can always reach out to us via email if you have any questions for us or want to talk about us doing a possible podcast episode. You can hit us up, info at goingbeyondthecastle.com. So that wraps it up. Any last words of wisdom before I go to bed?
Yeah, the first float in Disney Starlight Parade could be better.
Needs to be bigger. 20
Um,
feet taller. If my neck isn't hurting from looking at it, then it's not tall enough.
My piece of advice will be to slow down and say your words correctly.
Me?
No.
Me.
What was it? Tick-a-cock?
Tick-tock.
Tick-tock.
Couldn't re-
Tick-tock.
Tick-tock.
Yeah. That's going to be the new, hey, maybe I can develop the app, And it can go along with the single rider app.
There you go. There you go.
All of our social media posts this week, will you please use that as a hashtag?
Yes, absolutely. I'm on it.
See, what would y'all do without me? Y'all wouldn't, have all the funny stuff.
Yeah.
Tick-tock.
Agreed.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up because I want to go to bed. Thank you guys for joining us again. As always, I keep going off beyond the castle, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today on Going Beyond the Castle. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did sharing. To stay up to date on all things Going Beyond the Castle, head over to our website, goingbeyondthecastle.com. There you'll find more info about your hosts, both audio and video versions of our episodes, our weekly blog, and even some fan-favorite merchandise. Want to follow along on social media? The easiest way to connect with us is through our Beacons channel, beacons.ai/going beyond the castle. You'll find links to all our social platforms, travel updates, and giveaways in one place. And hey, if you're dreaming about your next big adventure, whether it's Disney, Universal, a cruise, or a tropical escape, we'd love to help make it happen. Our travel planning services are completely free when you book through us. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep exploring, and as always, go beyond the castle.